Good morning. What's going on, everybody? I got a lot to share with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get right up into it, and I don't want to make this video super long. Hey, it's 6:30 in the morning on Wednesday morning as I'm filming this. It's my hope to have this video up the very same day, later on this afternoon. So usually how I've been doing it this week is I'll film a video first thing in the morning for After Prison Show right before going to work on the Flip House, go to work on the Flip House all day, get done working on the Flip House around 3:30, maybe 4, come back, edit the video for After Prison Show, and then get a video up for APS. All the while filming for Joe Does Stuff and trying to put videos up pretty regularly there as well. As I begin this video, a couple things that I want to mention real quick. Yo, you better have your paperwork. This paperwork that I'm holding in my hand is very important, and you're going to be seeing what I'm talking about on Joe Does Stuff in relation to paperwork tomorrow. That's right. Also, today over on Joe Does Stuff, you probably ought to check out that video as well. Some major development, so to speak. But we're not on Joe Does Stuff, just a little early morning plug for that channel. We're here on After Prison Show, and in relation to what's going on here, we're going to kind of dissect that a little bit today. And also, I've got some really good videos planned for After Prison Show, including a story that I want to share with you guys about 5 mopeds that I bought a couple of years ago and what happened to all of them, especially one in particular. If you'd like to see that video, let me know down in the comments. But let me go ahead and move on to what I want to share with you guys here today. And it's in relation to a comment that was on yesterday's video where I went absolutely hard as a beep in the paint in relation to R. Kelly just getting found guilty on all charges and the fact that he's about to be going to prison for a very long time. Somebody had left a comment on that video, and I didn't really know what to make of it. Was it a troll comment? Was it a good comment? Was it a troll comment trying to be a good comment? It seemed a little passive-aggressive, but it's definitely worth addressing a little bit of a long comment as well, because it kind of will give me an opportunity to explain like how I feel about After Prison Show, maybe even the prison genre a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna go that deep, but I wanna share this comment with you guys. You let me know what you think. Is it a good comment, bad comment? Is it a bad comment trying to pose as a good comment? Regardless of what kind of a comment it is, it's definitely worth expounding upon. Expounding, that's the right word. It really is a damn, all caps there, shame that the fucking trolls ended up winning. Okay, first of all, let me go ahead and go with that statement right there. No trolls won. However, there has been, throughout the course of After Prison Show, more so as of late, and it's just always, little roller coasters, ups and downs of the troll stuff, coming at me, whether it's a whole lot or a little bit or dabbling. But usually it does seem like it's like a whole lot of trolling always taking place. And when I say trolling, I'm not just talking about like leaving bad comments. I'm talking about going, so far. Perfect example, my wife with her previous job before she quit and got a way better job. The trolls would try to reach out to her work saying that, there was a guy who had been to prison, me, living there, bringing around killers and all sorts of other bad people. Ironically enough, my wife used to get those emails. We used to sit there and laugh at those attempts to try to get my wife fired. Actually, we didn't laugh at them, but yeah, we used to see all of that. That's a great example right there, whether it's crazy messages to me or to my family, my wife's family. The trolling has been, way beyond the realm of just simple trolling. It's been deep. But in terms of the trolling winning, the trolls winning, that's not true. And I'll go a little deeper with that in a moment, like in terms of like what happened? Why did Joe fall back? Why does it seem like... I'll try to go a little bit deeper with that while going with this comment. It's really a damn shame that the effing trolls ended up winning. You can just see it in Joe's demeanor that he doesn't have the same passion it took to make APS something special. Okay. That's partly correct. That's partly correct. In my demeanor. And look, this is no boo-hoo. Oh my God, Joe, you look like you're broken. That's not the case at all. I'm exhausted. You know what I mean? I'm filming this, going to work on the flip house. I'm killing myself over there. I want to get this thing done. I'm proud of the work that I'm putting in over there. But in my demeanor, having the same passion to make After Prison Show something special. You're right. A lot of wind has been taken out of my sails. In part, you are correct as well. It's come from trolling. But dare I say, and I'm just going to be blunt at this point, like I really don't care, so I'm going to call it what it is. You know, I helped create one of the creators of the prison genre. And I had my 15 minutes of fame. Actually, it was like 4 years. You know, I had a long run being like that top dog, that top tier prison YouTuber, the elitist, kind of. I hope that's not a bad word. And you know, there's a lot of other people who have come after me, copied a lot of things that I've done. I've never respected that. Do your own thing, be your own person. Don't try to be like me. Hence the fact there's never been real collaboration or really very many of any collaborations. I don't respect the prison genre. I think the prison genre is played out. I think that it has gone so far beyond trying to prove that you can do better after prison or trying to help people after prison. It's every man for himself at this point. For the views is all it is, and the money, because there's a shit ton of money in YouTube. Let's just be real. Joe, how much money have you made in YouTube? If you knew, you wouldn't even, or if I told you, you wouldn't even believe it. Do I need YouTube at this? See, I'm going too crazy, and I don't want this to come across wrong. I'm only going to keep it 1,000 with you at this point. I still greatly value and appreciate and wholeheartedly love After Prison Show. The good standing people who have rocked with this channel through the ups and the downs. I greatly appreciate you. The little bit of views that we get at this point, I'm grateful for those. And I don't care that we're not the top tier anymore. I understand the roller coaster that YouTube is. You know, the fads, the trends. I mean, look at me. Jesus Christ, somebody said I look like Albert Einstein. I'm looking like the guy from Ancient Aliens again. Joe, you've let yourself go. Joe, you've fallen off. Look at you. It's stressing you out. Well, really, it's not. I just don't have time to get a haircut. And I kind of like this look. Make over the house, make over myself, a double reveal coming soon in a month when that flip is done. Joe, I'll be back. Be looking like $1 million too. Yeah, I just don't really respect the prison genre. And I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but it's the truth. It's not what I started out to make this and hope that this would be. And don't get me wrong, I know that I wear a lot of that responsibility as well. You know, I've diminished it through the drama. I don't want the fucking drama, but the drama comes with this. Anyways, let's go on, because there's a lot more to this comment. I'm sure we're going to talk about drama with this. You can just see it in Joe's demeanor. He doesn't have the same passion it took to make APS something special, and rightfully so. The man's been through so much undeserved bullshit, but these keyboard warriors, and even more so jealous-ass friends who still had that prison mentality, were, instead of being happy for your boy with his come-up, you instead get fueled by jealousy and do everything you can to see them fail. That's not all the way true. It's quite a bit true. It's quite a bit true. So that leads me to, feel like maybe this is an okay comment, or maybe you're just, I don't know. And maybe I'm just too paranoid. Maybe I've been too hurt, too far disappointed to trust and believe anything. Not all of my friends are jealous and envious, and, well, shit, I don't have very many friends at all. I still got people that what am I trying to say? There is a lot of truth that you speak in that. I have been through a lot of undeserved bullshit. I took the blame for a lot of situations that I really should have never, it's my fault. And you know what? Hey, it's my fault. I should have fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. You're right. The jealousy was a mug. Oh, Joe, how much money have you made off of those Danny videos? Bitch, do you know what we did for Danny because of me? Do you know what we did for Danny? How much money we raised to send? And that's just one example. I'm not even bitter about that situation no more, even though that was such a nasty situation and so sad as well, because that was that whole kumbaya come together thing that was so fucking genuine. met Danny at a job fair, saved this man's life through the help of the people that rock with the show. And I know that when that shit went south, so too went with that my credibility, a lot of my credibility. And with every other drama-filled moment that came after that, and most of it being not so much jealous friends, but drug-addicted friends. Drug-addicted folks that I tried to help and be there for. Oh, Joe, but you make fun of addicts. Rightfully so. I'm not for the pity party. That's somebody's son, mother, bro. I'm not for that. You are a grown person. You make your own decisions. Oh, Joe, but the addiction is bigger. Guess what? It ain't gonna change until you change it. So no matter how big it is, I don't give a fuck how big it is. You got to be the one to change. Ain't nobody else gonna do that. I've harped on that. Moving on. Obviously, we don't know what really goes on behind the scenes with all the drama. Again, that moped video, what happened? That's coming soon. And not for the drama, just, just to share the story, because it's crazy. It's really crazy. Obviously, we don't know what really goes on behind the scenes with all the drama, and hell yeah, Joe definitely had his head far up his own ass and made some fuck-ups. I will absolutely agree with that. I definitely did. I mean, imagine becoming wildly successful because of videos that you're making about yourself and videos that you're making about other people. Shit, I was feeling like Steven Spielberg of the internet. And again, that wildly successful shit, that's a hard pill to swallow. You know, when I first became successful on AfterPrisonShow, one of the things that I tried to pride myself of was to never change up. But let me tell you something. That ain't an easy thing to do. When you become of a different caliber, when you're able to afford, and I wasn't even on that Jake Paul type of fame. That's what I consider the Pauls, like the private jet type of YouTube fame. I was nowhere even near that. I was nowhere near the million view per video type of a dude. Got a bunch of videos that got over millions of views. But anyways, what I'm saying is I did have my head far up my ass. I will agree with that. And I wish that I could have done that a little bit different, because there were some situations that I handled piss poorly because of my head being far up my ass. I.e., best example ever, Yanni. My head was super far up my ass during the Yanni situation, and that's being real. Doing some people dirty, Yanni, but the man helped a lot of effing people. I did. I mean, hands down, I fucking did. And people far beyond those that I've met. I've gotten messages from people, Joe, it's because of this video. Joe, it's because of Danny's story. Joe, it's because of, Rabbit, this and that. I want to change my life. And then think of all the people that I motivated to come home from prison to start doing social media. And I don't care if they're doing TikTok. I don't care if they're doing OnlyFans or Chatter. But I don't care what they're doing. They motivated by seeing me. And that's not my head far up my ass. That's being real with you. And other people who have become successful doing the prison genre since me. I've motivated all of them. And take that how you want to take that. It's because of me and Big Herc. And Big Herc was the only person who was around before me. Didn't matter if it was help with money, food, bills, room and board, work till most of them fucked that up for themselves. Yeah. And also ate all of that in taxes as well, because those donations and those GoFundMes that had to go through, that had to filter through my fucking bank account because certain people didn't have bank, ate all of that in taxes. Oh, that's not a real donation. It's not going through a what do you call it? A nonprofit. Is a nonprofit really? I got to make a donation to Salvation Army, to a third party, to give that to somebody. But what's their cut? Yeah, just that little bit of bullshit as well, which there was so much more, but that's just an example. The man, no matter your opinion of him, just wanted to help people have a second chance. That is absolutely the truth. Hell, even at this point, so far bittered, so far distorted, so far separated from the whole help department. Over on Joe Does Stuff, helping folks, trying to put people to work. And if you fuck that up, you're gone. And even people who are kind of not really doing the best things. Brian, number 9, smoking weed on my jobs. Still trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, you're right. I absolutely did just want to see people have a second chance. Till a bunch of clowns made it their mission to shit on his come up the second they get let go, and then the money stops coming in. There's some truth to that. There's some truth to that. Just sad. Joe, I think it's time for a rebrand because you are literally slow dancing in a burning room at this point. Not sure if you're talking about After Prison Show being that burning room or the entire prison genre at this point. And I certainly hope it's the latter because I absolutely believe that as well. I hate to say this. I truly do. But After Prison Show is me. I am After Prison Show. The After Prison Show. Once was top tier. And will always be OG of the prison genre. But the rebranding is absolutely, needed at this point. I think for anything, after so long, you've got to reinvent the wheel. You've got to reinvent yourself. And that's what I'm slowly starting to do. I've definitely started doing that with Joe Does stuff. So there's that. But After Prison Show will always be my greatest success, the greatest thing that I've ever done. And I will always be proud of everything that I've done in an effort to try to help folks. The list is kind of endless in the help department. And even though that kind of endless list has quite a bit of red tape and, drama attached to it with so many people, there were always the good times. There were always the times when the shit was okay. And let me share this with you too. I don't know if it was like so much with like Danny or others. What am I trying to say? There were so many people who I had worked with, even far beyond like when drama became a regular part of After Prison Show, that I would always feel like, man, this shit is going to end bad. Danny was a great example of that. And I hated to feel that. Maybe that was paranoia. Maybe that was premonition. It's not like I willed that into existence because I certainly, knowing that I felt that way, I always tried to avoid it. But whatever. What's done is done. No need to continue to harp on and beat that dead horse, any of these dead horses. It is what it is. At this point, the rebranding, I think, is Joe just completely off the cuff, uncut. Forget biting the tongue. I don't care. Well, I mean, I do care, but I want to share with you exactly how I feel, and I don't want you to agree with me. I want you to feel your own type of way, and if you disagree with me, I will respectfully respect your position. So long as you're not like, going in on me or some shit like that. I've always felt a certain type of way. For the longest time, I've, bit my tongue. I don't want to do that anymore. So part of the rebranding is Joe just, Joe, hey, Joe gonna call it for what it is. I will always do that, especially more so now. I want to take a moment and address this comment. I felt like it gave me an opportunity to express my views and opinions on a lot of things that this person most certainly is right about, no matter whether they're like, no matter what their intentions for that comment are. I'll just go ahead and err on the side of hoping that, they're genuine about all of that. No boo-hoo, okay? I don't want you to be like, Joe, you know what, you're right. You're such a good guy. It doesn't matter about that. I'm just trying to express my opinion. The hiatus, me taking a break was mostly just to focus on the flip house. I'm trying to get back on track, trying to develop a new schedule for getting back on track. 6:30 in the morning filming videos. I'm running a little late because it's already 7:04. Shit, I got to go pick up Damon. We got to get to work. I love y'all. I mean, I truly do. Whether you love me or you hate me, you're a part of this thing. I understand the trolling as well, okay? I don't like it, but, what are you going to do? It just comes along with the territory. I got a lot of content that I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys in the very near future here on After Prison Show and also over on Joe Does Stuff. I hope you guys will rock with that channel as well. But let me go ahead and wrap this up for the time being. I hope you appreciate my candidness in this video. And I look forward to sharing quite a bit more of that candidness with you moving forward. Have a great day, and until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace.